What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, y'all? This your boy, Bionic. You now listening to A-440 Radio. The inaugural show. That's right, the inaugural show. Somebody done messed around and gave me a show, y'all. It's a new year. Some new things to do, new endeavors, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. And I gave your boy a show. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm still working out the kinks, trying to figure out what I'm going to do here, what I'm going to talk about, what I'm going to play, all that other stuff. And you're here for the ride. And I greatly appreciate that. I never take that for granted. Thank you for tuning in to WDRB Media, the voice of the community. The only station giving you double the information and inspiration. Like I said, I'm your boy Bionic, and this is A-440 Radio. Let's get into it. First and foremost, I need y'all to take a little bit of time and go to your digital streaming music platforms and do a search for A-Y-Lee, A period space, Y period space, L-E-E. And just add the music to your playlist, tell a friend, all that other stuff. The latest album is You Get What I Bring, but there's 2 singles that dropped after that, You're Mad, You, Mad, and Cuffin' Season. Go ahead, add those to your rotation. Like I said, tell a friend. If you want to get the music direct, make sure to hit up ayleemusic.com. There you can find all the music, all the singles, the joints that were pulled from digital media. For whatever reason, we're not going to go into that right now. But yeah, you can find all that stuff there. Make sure to check it out. Music's hot, y'all. But I'm not going to tell you. You can judge for yourself. Now to get down to the nitty grit. Like I said, this is the inaugural show. So, of course, I'm working out some kinks, trying to make this thing flow, trying to figure out how I'm going to do what I do, what I'm going to talk about, things that are near and dear to my heart, issues that I may have with social media, issues I may have with people's mode of thinking, issues I may have with artists, maybe some political stuff, maybe some sports stuff. Ain't no telling. Things could change from week to week, but we just go roll with it and see how it flows. Cool? Cool. This week, I want to start the show off, topic-wise, talking about modern sensationalism. What's modern sensationalism? Well, I'll get into that in a second. First off, I got to show love to my sponsors. Back to Health Chiropractic Medical Center, serving the Triangle for 20 years with chiropractic, functional nutrition, and DOT exams. They have 2 locations to serve you, 6224 Fayetteville Road, Durham, North Carolina, and 1708 Treywick Road, Raleigh, North Carolina. If you want to schedule an appointment, make sure to hit them up, 919-544-8881. And Arcade of Thrones, where they offer a unique vibe for the perfect social gaming experience. They're located at 399 Hubert Street, Raleigh, North Carolina, so make sure to check them out. Like I said, our topic, modern sensationalism. Now, sensationalism is the use of, exciting or shocking stories or language, regardless of how accurate it is, to try to get public interest and excitement and get people all riled up, aka hype. And it's so funny because I've had a saying that I've been trying to tell people for years when people are like, oh, the media does this. Oh, the media does that. Oh, the media is not talking about this. The media is not talking about that. We got to understand, folks, that today we are the media. I've been saying it for years, and I'll say it again. We are the media with platforms like Twitter, with platforms like Facebook, and pretty much anywhere else that you can voice your opinion and other people can listen, other people can engage with you, other people can back your opinion, other people can just start going at your neck because they don't agree with it, Instagram, all that stuff. We are now the media. So we have just as much control over people's thoughts, visions, and interpretations as traditional TV and radio. With that being said, like I said, I want to talk about modern sensationalism. where this came from and how this kind of hit me was, you know, we're coming out of the holiday season, a bunch of movies dropped, Netflix shows dropping or Netflix movies dropping, and everybody's news feed was going crazy, talking about Bird Box and talking about Bandersnatch and talking about Aquaman and Bumblebee. And it's just so crazy because you see the upswing and the downswing of social media criticism. It's like Bird Box dropped. Netflix, of course, Netflix did some commercials, did some ads here and there. But for the most part, Netflix is so self-contained. I still haven't watched the movie. I'm probably going to watch it. I'm going to wait for some of the hype to die down because, of course, spoilers have been posted. Some of those are going to stay in the back of my head. It is what it is. I'll take it in stride. But a lot of people were introduced to this via Netflix self-contained marketing. In other words, you just turn on Netflix and boom, it's right there in your face. What is this? I don't know. Maybe you watched the trailer. Maybe you didn't. But then you went on, maybe if you didn't, you went on to watch whatever you wanted to watch. As soon as that was over, what was it? Bird Box. Okay, cool. Let me watch something else. Right after you watch that, what is it? Bird Box. And it's just in your face. So a lot of people were tempted to say, hey, you know what? This stays in my face. Let me see what this is about. You got other people that, like I said, jumped on it immediately. You got other people that, you know, kind of waited to see, because we've all seen these folk. Hey, what's good on Netflix? Hey, what's good on Hulu? Hey, what's good on this? And so they wait for other people to talk about it. Well, for some reason, the phenomenon that surrounded this movie, everybody that watched it, well, not everybody, but a lot of people that watched it had to tell everybody they saw it, had to tell everybody how great it was. And that's the power of word of mouth. That's the power of social media. That's why I said we are the media, because now you have all these people seeing Bird Box, Bird Box, Bird Box, all up and down their news feed, all over Twitter. Man, what is this that all these people are talking about? I have no idea what they're talking about. Maybe they were working, maybe they were traveling, maybe they just haven't been on Netflix for the day or for the week or whatever the case may be. And all of a sudden, it's like, yo, what is this thing that everybody's talking about? I got to get in on it. I got to see what's up. And like I said, you see the upswing and downswing. So you wind up having the first wave of people that saw it. Oh, man, this movie's great. Oh, man, this movie's awesome. Yo, y'all need to see this, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Then the downswing is that second or third wave of people that got tired of hearing about it and wanted to be in the know. So they ran to go watch it, or they made time to finally go watch it, and then they're unimpressed. And why were they unimpressed? Because of all the hype and all the buildup that everybody else gave them. Now, does that mean it's a bad movie? Of course not. A whole bunch of people loved it. But because of that sensationalism, because all these people gassed the movie up to be all this, other folks' expectations are crazy high. Like, I don't know what people were expecting, but after somebody tells you how good something is and you try it and it's not 2 levels from heaven, there's an issue. Oh, nah, it's all right. Oh, man, that thing was terrible. We've done it with restaurants. We've done it with music. People do it with movies, TV shows, all that. And it's just so crazy to just see this whole thing play out over the course of like a week or a week or two. Same thing with Bandersnatch, the new Black Mirror movie, the interactive joint. It's people that watched it and immediately fell in love with it. There's other people that was like, ah, man, that thing was a miss. Ah, man, I didn't like it. Ah, they could have done this. They could have done this better, blah, 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 so on and so forth. And of course they could have done it better. Of course they could have done something else. And I'm not posting any spoilers. I'm not going to talk about nothing about the movie. But what I do know, and the people that I have talked to that have had issues with it, were all based on their expectations, what they expected out of it, what they were expecting, what they had their mind made up. Oh, this is what it's going to be. And it didn't hit that mark. And now it's not all that. Sir, ma'am, you didn't create it. This isn't your vision. And you can't allow other people's hype, other people's interpretation to alter your vision of what something should or shouldn't be. Should we go into movies or TV shows or music with no expectations? Then that way we're not disappointed. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is take a step back. Allow the hype to die down. I don't care if it's your favorite artist, it's about to drop a new album. Let the hype die down. In your head, separate it and just listen to it, watch it for what it is. So then you can make an authentic judgment with no influence. Because, you know, there are people out here that want to go against the curve. There are people out here that just want to ride the wave and be with the in crowd. How about we just separate that and just take it in for what it is? With that being said, it's time to play some music, y'all. I think a great song to fit this topic, You're Mad by A.Y. Lee. And when we come back, I'm going to just shift gears just a little bit, still talking about sensationalism, and we're going to take it to the music realm. Remember, you're listening to A-440 Radio. I'm your host, Bionic. You're tuned in to WDRB Media, the voice of the community, the only station giving you double the information and inspiration. We'll be right back after the break.
How do you hurt children by promoting to be an entrepreneur and a CEO and to do right by?
Looking at a principle.
For example.
Yeah, hold it. You're looking at a principle.
Why you don't want to let him talk? You mad? You mad?
You're mad, cause I'm mad. Yeah, that's amusing. You're mad, cause I'm mad. That's mad confusing. You're mad, cause I'm abusing your emotions. You thought you was cool, but you ain't know that I was posing. Now you're mad, cause I'm mad. Yeah, that's amusing. You're mad, cause I'm mad. That's mad confusing. You're mad, cause I'm abusing your emotions. You thought you was cool, but you ain't know that I was posing. Now you're mad. Shots fired, but I ain't run a duck. I just don't back. Now you acting stuck. Bless houses are flying till they get cracked by the rocks you hide in your head. I'm a different type of man, but you ain't know. I mean, how could you won't follow me? And maybe that's the issue. I don't take things personal, it's all fun and games. Especially when I'm living my movie and you ain't even in the frame. But if I ain't in my feelings, then what's my mind state? I engaged to fuel the tools I need to create. Now you're mad, cause I ain't mad. Yeah, that's amusing. You're mad, cause I ain't mad. That's mad confusing. You're mad, cause I ain't mad. Yeah, that's amusing. You're mad, cause I ain't mad. That's mad confusing. You're mad, cause I'm abusing your emotions. You thought you was cool, but you ain't know that I was posing. Now you're mad, cause I'm mad. Yeah, that's amusing. You're mad, cause I'm mad. That's mad confusing. You're mad, cause I'm abusing your emotions. You thought you was cool, but you ain't know that I was posing. Now you're mad. Anger issues are a thing of the past. You ain't got the power to make me blast. I can channel a compartmentalize. Creators' brains work in ways you never realize. I've come a long way. I'm on my king-ish. Straight using you for my benefit, building towards my dreams. So I don't give a damn if you don't like me. At least now I can give you a real excuse, so you can stop speculating and know the truth. Am I mad or hurt? Nah, maybe I'm petty, but since I spew negativity consistently, you can label me bitter, Betty. You're mad, cause I'm mad. Yeah, that's amusing. You're mad, cause I'm mad. That's mad confusing. Cause I'm abusing your emotions. You thought you was cold, but you ain't know that I was posing. Now you're mad, cause I'm mad. Yeah, that's amusing. You're mad, cause I'm mad. That's mad confusing. You're mad, cause I'm abusing your emotions. You thought you was cold, but you ain't know that I was posing. Now you're mad.
I just got fixated on somebody. When I say somebody, I mean you. This obsession's much more than a hobby, but I can't help myself. I can't help myself. I've been calling you from private numbers just to hear your voice, then I hang up. So damn hot you're showing up this summer, and I can't help myself. I can't help myself. I got a one-track mind, and it's taking up all my time. I got a one-track mind, and it's all on you. It's all on you, and it's all on you. Yeah, it's all on you. I got a one-track mind, and it's taking up all my time. I got a one-track mind, and it's all on you. It's all on you, and it's all on you. Yeah, it's all on you. Feeling myself when I think about you. Don't believe your friends, I'm not a creep. The minute that you tell me I'm allowed to, I'm gonna pick you up, and I'm gonna take you out. Ooh, I got a one-track mind, and it's taking up all my time. I got a one-track mind, and it's all on you. It's all on you, and it's all on you. Yeah, it's all on you. I got a one-track mind, and it's taking up all my time. I got a one-track mind, and it's all on you. It's all on you, and it's all on you. Yeah, it's all on you. You might think I'm crazy, but I'm crazy about you. Baby, can you play me looking good like you do? You might think I'm crazy, but I'm crazy about you. Baby, can you play me looking good like you do? And my friends, they don't get it. They say I'm obsessed, but I'm upset, and I won't settle for nothing less than your caress. And I won't rest, and I won't sleep, and I'm a mess, and I won't eat. But when it all is said and done, I know that you're the only one-track mind, and it's taking up all my time. I got a one-track mind, and it's all on you. It's all on you, and it's all on you. Yeah, it's all on you. I got a one-track mind, and it's taking up all my time. I got a one-track mind, and it's all on you. It's all on you, and it's all on you. Yeah, it's all on you.
Welcome back to WDRB Media, the voice of the community, and those streaming live through free TuneIn radio app and through iHeartRadio. This is Bionic, and you're listening to A-440 Radio. If you're just now tuning in, we're discussing modern sensationalism. Now, before I start back up, I need y'all to make sure to go to wherever you get your music from. Check out A.Y. Lee, A period, space, Y period, space, L-E-E. That goes for all digital music platforms, Amazon, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Tidal, so on and so forth. You can also get the music directly from ayleemusic.com. Make sure to check it out. It's hot. Now, before the break, I said, hey, I was going to shift gears a little bit in talking about modern sensationalism, right? So let's talk about music. let's talk about the hype factor in music. Now, we all have artists that we are fans of, that we love what they do because for whatever reason, we love their status, we love their stature, we love how they make us feel through their music. Maybe they speak about our lives through their music. Maybe their music just puts us in the mood that we need to be in on the road, going to work, getting ready for the club, pre-gaming or whatever, or, you know, other adult activities, whatever the case may be. The thing about it is, though, and independent artists, I love each and every one of you. A lot of people don't understand the struggles of the independent artists to get heard, to get the same respect as a lot of these people that have achieved the higher heights of what the music industry has to offer. Now, I vividly remember, I'm not going to say what artist or what album. Me and my best friend were talking one day, and this album came out. And because of the stature of the artist, everybody was like, man, I don't know about this album. I don't know about this album. I expected more out of him. Blase, blah, this, that, and the third, whatever. But as time moved on, he kept listening to the album. And he said, man, you know, after about 9 listens, I get it. And I like it. Like, nah, I really like this joint. I understand what he was trying to do now. And I couldn't help but laugh and get mad at the same time, right? Because, of course, I know he's not the only person that does this. You know, certain artists have earned our respect to where we give them the benefit of the doubt. Oh, this joint is hot. Oh, this joint is hot. Instantaneously off of just name alone. And it could be like super mediocre. But because it's that person, oh man, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot. But at the same time, if it's not hot, folk are going to listen to it until they find it hot. It's very rare that there might be an established, super established artist. Let's talk about like top dog artists. Let's talk about your Drakes, your Lil Waynes, your Beyoncés, your Jay-Z's, like these people that are at the top of their game. And when they drop something, yo, if it's not quite what you were expecting, a lot of people, especially the super fans, are going to either automatically say, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. You a hater, you a hater, you a hater. Or they're going to constantly listen and say, oh, I get it now. Oh, yeah. Nah, you got to listen. It's in layers. You got to listen and you got to be in this mind state and blah, 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 blah. Which is hilarious to me because now enter random independent artists. And they listen to that joint and they'll be like, oh, that's cool. And leave it. They may actually like it, but they'll leave it. They won't necessarily tell somebody else, or they might share it one time. They might add it to a playlist that may or may not have a whole ton of songs on it, so it's not getting a whole bunch of spins. It's just funny because had this been this person, you know, yo, this joint will get blown up, quoting lyrics, yo, da-da-da-da-da. And of course, other people that are also fans can now also engage in with them on that. But with independent artists, a lot of times it's like, yo, we fall between the cracks. You can have some of the hottest music, but if you don't have those go hard fans for you, it's hard to try to break through. So you got to find these go hard fans, these people that are going to sensationalize you the same way they sensationalize these other folks. It's easier said than done. You know, a lot of times when you grow up with folks, you go to school with folks, you used to work with folks, they look at you as just that guy. Oh, man, that's just so-and-so. Oh, that's just so-and-so. Oh, that's just so-and-so. And they don't look at you in the artist form. Meanwhile, on the flip side, they look at that artist as that artist, and they don't really look at them as regular people, when all artists are regular people. They just have a lot more money and live a very, very, very different lifestyle. And so when folk are sensationalizing these artists and getting overly hyped, independent artists, don't get discouraged. Still do what you do. Be consistent with what you're doing. We're in an era, microwave era, where you're here today, gone tomorrow. Oh, we forgot about this person. This person ain't hot no more. Oh, this person done fell off, whatever the case may be. When you're an independent artist, you don't have that option. So you got to stay hitting folk with consistently good music. Good is relative. As long as the music is good to you, there is somebody out there that will like it. There's somebody out there that will play it. There's somebody out there that will back you. You just got to find them. Again, easier said than done. But, you know, it is what it is. That's the game we play. And on that note, my time here is almost done. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and make sure to continue to tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. And remember to connect with me by going on WDRBmedia.com, click on Radio Shows tab, and then go to the A-440 radio page. Again, I'm your boy Bionic, and you've been listening to A-440 Radio on WDRB Media, the voice of the community, for double the information and inspiration. And remember, life is too short. Say what you mean what you say, learn who you are, be confident in what you want, and stop wasting folks' time. Give people a choice and move accordingly. Now, since we were talking about Netflix, movies, and all that other stuff earlier, I figured, hey, why not leave y'all with this last A.Y. Lee joint? It's called Flicks and Chill, right here on A-440 Radio. Peace.
But I really, really wanna see you. You see, my funds are kinda low, girl, and I don't know where we can go, girl, but I think I know what we can do. Yeah, I can still come pick you up. Got a little something for your cup. Doing my best to make it right. A movie at home this out for the night. That's what I want. And chill, just me and you, girl. And chill, baby, yeah. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do, yeah. Now I know the phrase is called a bad rap. You may think I'm trying to be sleek, but it ain't none of that. I'm trying to add up what I have and not subtract time with you. I'm not the bragging type, I like to stay low key. Don't like folk in my business when they see me in the street. No, I'm not ashamed of you. Our business is ours and ours alone, but we can kill the headache by